I could tell you that I've been creating lines of code that create entire videos, but it would be easier for me to get that message across to you if I use what is called a montage. Film lingo for putting a bunch of clips in sequence to try to tell some larger story. Here's one. And with a line of code like this one, it becomes even easier to put whatever you want. Let's say monkeys on the Queen of England's dress.
People coming together to help others.
Suppose you run this line of code and get this hamster.
Hey, join my group, okay?
Maybe this line of code with this hamster would have been better.
Join my group, okay? Ow!
Or if you use this line of code to get this completely real, not at all fake version of Mark Zuckerberg endorsing you and your group. You wanna know who's the best? Yeah, that guy. You live anywhere near? Then you should join him. Here's a montage of 3 word clouds that show you the most common words that I've used in the last 5 videos on this show. And here's a montage of me actually using those words in the last 5 videos on this show. Something from that video, and it saves me time from now. If you're just a really, really good video editor and you make a video of you doing it. If you uploaded a 4-minute video on the concept beginning of her speech. It's a BBC video. It's a BBC video of the Queen. It's a BBC video of the Queen giving a... Just 2 videos ago, I posted people to create video content to try to put in a repository called Meta Viral Video. If no one shares your video and it's a good video, a good hook. But now that I have code that does that for me, I'm able to ask questions and answer them very quickly. Like, for example, when I made that last montage, I was immediately curious. What were the most common words that I used on the first 5 videos of this show? Here's a montage of those word clouds now. And here's a montage of me actually using the word. The QR code would link to I would feed my whole project folder into my code. Of those who see the QR code, some of them won't scan, but some will. Building something, or writing code, as we'll do in a moment. My plan is to write code that outputs of my own code creatively inside of Shotcut. Bring your paper. Go look at the code, write code, before they've learned how to read code or think on paper. Once upon a time, I was just a normal coder. I felt I could automate with code. I am a coder. But that's not all. Like, what if I wanted to tell you, hey, there are a lot of coding teachers on YouTube, and some of them are better than others. I could use that English sentence that I just used, or I could use a montage.
And there's really only one skill that you need to have.
Hi, my name is Catherine, and today I'm going to show you how you can learn how to code in 6 months.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can learn how to code and get a 6-figure paying job along.
Today I'm going to talk about how I learned how to code and eventually ended up here in Silicon Valley.
And today we're going to be talking about feeling lost after completing a programming course.
Hey, this is Cami Lee for CodeBabes.com. Want to learn to code?
What? The thing is, making a montage by hand is not easy, and I don't think I need to show you a montage of me doing that in order to prove that point. And it's difficult whether or not you do it in code or in a video editor. Either way, you have to micromanage when things start and end, and it takes some time. However, there is an advantage to doing it in code, not by hand in a video editor, and that is simply that once you have done it in code, you can now use that montage in other code. For example, let's just say I have, and I'm picking this totally at random, a montage of me saying the most common word in the first 5 videos of my show and in the second 5 videos of my show. I can now, with additional code, interleave those 2 montages. And now I have a commentary on both my later work and my earlier work. Here. Let's watch. Something from that video, and it saves me time from now. The QR code would link to if you're just a really, really good video editor, I would feed my whole project folder into my code. And you make a video of you doing it. Of those who see the QR code, some of them won't scan, but Some will. Uploaded a 4-minute video on the concept of building something, or writing code, as we'll do in a moment. Beginning of her speech. It's a BBC video. My plan is to write code that video. It's a BBC video of the Queen. It's outputs of my own code, creatively inside of Shotcut. Me, the BBC video of the Queen giving a bring your paper. Go look at the code. Just 2 videos ago, I posted write code before they've learned people to create video content to try how to read code or think on paper. In a repository called Meta Viral Video. Once upon a time, I was just a normal coder. And suppose I have, and again, picking this totally at random, a montage of a bunch of YouTube coding instructors. I could, now that I have code that generates that montage, slightly change it such that I focus in on 2 of them. Unlike Code Babes, I actually think the 2 that I'm about to show are good. Let's see if you, by watching this montage, get a sense of the differing worldview of each instructor.
What's up guys, John Sonimus here from simpleprogrammer.com, and today we're going to be talking about
Hi, my name is Catherine, and today I'm going to show you how you can learn how to code in 6 months.
feeling lost after completing a programming course.
And it's best to start with something called the terminal or the command line.
And on this channel, we teach soft skills
on the most basic level. So if you have a Mac, then this is going to look familiar.
I teach you what you need to know to become not just a better developer, but
to you. If you don't, that's okay. But if you've ever seen the hacker movie.
Code Babes, I have to tell you something. I didn't know you existed until I started looking for programming instructors on the internet, and you came up. Let's just say we are going to meet again on a future episode. I have some things to say.